Hey, look, I'm recording already, okay? Like, for real, like, I don't need this right now, Jax. Alright, you know what? I know, how's your phone?
Don't touch me.
Want your phone back?
Stop.
Why? What happened?
The phone. I'm not playing.
Alright.
What? I don't want it.
I don't have your damn phone, man. What are you talking about, nigga? Shit.
Oh my god.
I don't have your phone. Look, no phone.
Yeah, ew.
You see? This is like your worst semester because you're hitting kids.
Yes.
Sir.
Everybody has
It's actually
No.
it's one of us. Actually, I didn't know. Oh no. No, it's one of us. It's fine.
So the sleepy.
Oh no, it was fine before.
Let's do all of them. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's take a look. We're going to just go through some of the anatomy. Okay. So here,
I want all the lights off.
slides.
Yo,
Okay,
that I
reproductive
tried these.
cells, eggs, or ova, organ for development of the fetus is the uterus. Okay, so that's where the fetus will grow. The male reproductive cells are the sperm, and then organ for the deposit of the sperm is the penis. Collectively, the female's external genitalia is referred to as vulva. Okay, I know a lot of times we'll say vagina, but really the whole external area is called the vulva. It protects the urethra and vaginal openings. Highly sensitive to touch to increase female pleasure during sexual arousal. Reading this textbook, I was reading something that said like the clitoris in Latin for covering over with a fix or something. I don't know. Something that is pleasurable. Okay. Some of the components of the reproductive area of the female. Okay. Look at it. I'm always looking at this. My daughters would die if they saw me doing this. Oh my God, Mom, what are you showing? Okay. When they were little, I used to say, oh, the vagina. They're like, stop using that word, Okay. All right, here. Okay, so this is the mons pubis right here. That's where the pubic hair is located. The symphysis pubis is a bone, actually, that you can actually feel on yourself. Okay. What we're interested in, well, we have the urethral orifice where you would put a Foley catheter in. Okay. The labia majora is actually the outer lip. The labia minora is the inner lip. Okay. The vaginal orifice here is where the baby comes out. Okay. And the perineal area here is if they're going to do what they call an episiotomy, or if they're going to cut the woman, it's usually right between the rectum and the vaginal opening. You go up straight like this, or you go to the side. Okay, it's the anus and it's the sphincter, and it's basically the outer part. Okay, so some of the functions of the labia and the clitoris. Labia majora contains sweat and sebaceous glands, protects the vaginal opening. Okay. The labia minora is highly vascular and abundant in nerve supply. It lubricates the vulva and swells with stimulation. Okay, and then the clitoris is a small circular kind of mass. It's erectile erectile tissue. It's equivalent to the penis, okay? It function is sexual stimulation. The prepuce is a hood-like covering over the clitoris, also site of female circumcision. Some of the African countries would circumcise a female when they're born so that they wouldn't have sexual stimulation of the clitoris. So sort of mutilation of the female so that she wouldn't have a sexual desire or stimulate them. I think a lot of, again, it becomes who does it, where they do it, and if it's accepted, but they really do consider that mutilation. Okay. The vestibule is the oval area enclosed by the labia minora, laterally located inside the labia minora. And then the opening into the vestibule is the urethra from the urinary bladder. From there below the urethra is the vagina. Opening into the vagina is called the introitus. The fourchette is a half-moon area behind the opening of the vagina. And then there's two glands, the barclin and Skene's gland secrete mucus to keep the opening moist. Okay. So these are the internal structures. Okay, so we talked about external, the vulva and minora and majora. Now, for the internal structures, this is the vagina, the uterus, the fallopian tubes, and ovaries. Okay. And this is in your textbook. Okay. So when we look at the female reproduction organs, I'm going to just quickly we have it in here already. Okay, so you see here, the ovary is up here, okay? And the fallopian tubes are, the ovary is actually not attached to the fallopian tubes because everybody thinks it is. This is the uterus here, okay? The symphysis pubic bone is right there. See the bladder right here? That's the bladder located there. And as the woman, when she becomes pregnant, this uterus gets bigger and it compresses on the bladder and makes her have to urinate a lot. Okay? So you can see why, because the bladder is right below, really below the uterus when it starts to get bigger. Okay? The area that you're going to know the most about probably is something called the fundus. Okay? The fundus is at the top of the uterus. Okay? And the big thing about the fundus is when a woman is pregnant, we measure where the fundus is located. All right. So the top of the uterus is what we do. We'll go from the symphysis pubic bone right here. You can feel it on the woman to the top of the uterus, and when you measure that in centimeters, it should be equal to how long she is in pregnancy. So if she's 20 weeks, she should measure 20 centimeters. Okay. When they do measuring tape. So they go from the symphysis pubis bone, they can feel, to where the top of the uterus is located. Okay. So they'll say, where's the fundus, the top of the uterus? After a woman has a baby, they want to know where the fundus is located because of the fact that after she delivers a baby, her fundus should start to go down. Okay. And so the word fundus is something you're going to hear while the woman's pregnant and in postpartum also. Okay. Pictures here. Again, these are the fallopian tubes. And when a woman does get pregnant, usually the fertilization takes place in the lower third of the fallopian tubes here. Okay. And believe it or not, it looks like the ovules are not attached. It always looks like that in pictures, but they look like they're attached. Okay. And then we have, if you look, this is the cervical canal here. Okay, it's going up like that. Okay. And that's the cervix where they get the pap smear. Okay, when we do pap smears, the cervix is there. And then the canal is there. Endometrium line is here. The myometrium is in the middle. Right? And the corpus of the uterus means the body of the uterus, corpus. Okay? So what we're looking here is the body of the uterus. Fundus. Okay. The following statement true or false? The clitoris is considered an internal reproductive organ. Okay. The clitoris is an external female productive organ. The internal organs include, so the internal ones are the vagina, the uterus, fallopian tubes, and the ovaries. Okay. The layers of the uterine wall, the endometrium is the innermost layer. It lines the uterine cavity in a non-pregnant woman. When a woman gets her period each month, that's what's shed. Her endometrial lining is shed each month. Okay. The myometrium is the middle muscular layer. It makes up the major portion of the uterus. Composed of smooth muscle linked by connective tissue. And then we have the perimetrium, which is outer serosa layer, covers the body of the uterus. So peri, whenever you think of peri, usually means around or surrounds. So when you see that word, that's usually what we're talking about. The other accessory organs, the breasts, are specialized for milk secretion after pregnancy. It involves the nipple, the areola, the lobes, the alveoli, and lactiferous glands. Okay, so these are pictures of that. These are lymph nodes are here. Okay, the alveoli are right inside here, and then there's these ducts. See here. The areola is the dark area around the nipple. Okay, the areola is around here, and then that's the nipple. Okay. Female sexual response, and it's funny, this is the new book, so I'm looking at their stuff, and one of the teachers who taught psych here, not Phoebe, somebody else who taught psych, she said to me, don't you teach them about sexuality? I said, no, why would I teach about sexuality? She goes, because you teach them about reproduction. I'm like, well, I talk about reproduction, not sexual, you know. She goes, I can't believe you don't do that. I'm like, all right, throw it in, you know? Okay. So, female sexual response is a sexual stimulation leading to vasocongestion, vaginal expansion and elongation, secretion of mucus from the vesical glands, estrogen, preservation of the vascular function, and testosterone, hormone of sexual desire in women. Then there's an orgasm, the zenith, and then rapid, vasocongestion and everything else, muscle contraction. And there you go, something else. Okay, the female reproductive cycle. Now this is when we get really boring. Okay, this is menstruation. We're going to try to make menstruation fun. Okay, do you remember any of this stuff from anatomy and physiology or from biology? It's one of those things you remember and you forget the next day, right?
I'm not gonna forget this right now.
Okay. That was my statistics course last semester. Yes, it was. I had to memorize all the chart. I'm like, I'm for the day after. Okay, so the female reproductive cycle, you have the something going on every month. Something's going on in the area of the uterus and the ovaries. Okay, so we have an ovarian cycle. So what's happening is the ovum or the eggs are trying to grow and pop out so that there's an egg present. The woman is going to get pregnant. The endometrial cycle is the sloughing of the building up of the inner lining of the uterus, and then when it's time for menses, it will slough off, and that's what's in the menstrual period. Okay. Hormonal regulation, circular breast changes occur. Menstruation will occur if the woman is not fertilized. Okay. And here is a beautiful picture. Okay. Now, what I want you to do in your books, okay, there's a little table someplace talking about the menstrual cycle. And so synopsis of the menstrual cycle. Don't pay attention to that table. Okay. What I want you to do is read the other part of the chapter having to do with the menstrual cycle, because there's a little mistake in that little table. Okay. I think it's like a synopsis of the menstrual cycle table. Summary, yeah, a summary of it. The mistake is they start out with the luteinizing hormone, where it really should be the follicular hormone. So I always tell people to sort of, the book has it right in the chapter, but that little summary is not right. Okay. So here we go. Okay. So what happens in a menstrual cycle? Okay, we have the hypothalamus, okay, and it releases the gonadotropin releasing hormone to the anterior pituitary, okay. So what we have here is each month, like I said, the woman will go through all these changes that are going on in the inner lining of her uterus and in her ovaries, okay. So the first hormone, so think of the first hormone with the letter F for first, is the follicular or follicle stimulating hormone, okay? So the first hormone in this menstrual cycle for the ovaries is the follicle stimulating hormone. Remember, it starts with the F and it's first, okay? So you have that being released, okay? FSH is its abbreviation, okay? And this, what happens to this is that it stimulates the, there's like a bunch of little eggs that are growing in the ovum, okay? And it will stimulate, follicle stimulating hormone stimulates the follicle inside of the egg, okay, or inside of the ovum. Okay? So when you hear, I ask this test question a million times and half the people still get it wrong. What causes the follicle to be stimulated? The answer is follicle stimulating hormone. And I can tell you, I'm telling you it's a test question, and half of you will get it wrong. Because it happens every semester. To prove me wrong, okay? Okay, so what stimulates the follicle? The follicle stimulating hormone. Makes sense, right? Okay. All right, so what happens is, you see how the follicle stimulating hormone is increasing in amount, and actually also estrogen is increasing. Okay, so at the same time as the follicle is getting bigger, more and more estrogen is being produced, okay? And then the follicle stimulating hormone shuts off because the follicle can't be stimulated anymore, right? And estrogen then comes into play in this part of the menstrual cycle. And then about 12 to 24 hours prior to ovulation, okay, that's when the egg comes out of the ovum, pops out, okay? About 12 to 24 hours beforehand, the luteinizing hormone, okay, lets the egg out of the house, so LH. So if you think about it, you have the follicle stimulating hormone that makes the follicle grow. The more it grows, the more estrogen the egg puts out, okay? Then it shuts off the follicle stimulating hormone, and then you get LH, luteinizing hormone, okay, peak about 12 hours before she ovulates, all right? And then what happens is she'll ovulate, okay, and about 12 hours after the luteinizing hormone peaks, okay? So obviously LH meaning lets out of the house. So what will happen is that mature ovum will pop out of the house of the little egg that was in, okay? So lets out of the house is LH, okay? So L, lets out of the house, okay, H, okay? And what happens then is, then we're under the influence of the luteinizing hormone, okay? And that part of the last half of the menstrual cycle. First half, in the ovary, it's the follicle stimulating hormone and estrogen. Second half, it's luteinizing hormone and progesterone, okay? So the second half is after she ovulates. So now take a look here. This is what's going on in her endometrium, meaning the inner lining of her uterus. This is all going on at the same time. The ovaries trying to mature an egg. What's happening in the uterine lining is that the uterus is getting ready for a fertilized egg. Every month that uterus is preparing for a fertilized egg to land in it, okay? So if you take a look from day 1 to about day 5, okay, this is when she gets her period, when she starts to bleed, okay? So that's her endometrium lining starts to slough off these 5 days, all right? And then after that, under the influence of estrogen also, so here is under the influence of FSH and estrogen, just like that under that influence, okay? And then after she gets her period, her inner lining starts to build up again, okay? So she's building up her inner lining, her endometrium is starting to build up, you can see it here, right? And on day 15, she's going to ovulate. Okay, so here we go. This is ovulation. The little leg comes out of the house. And here. Okay, so it's all connected there. And then what happens is she goes from menstrual phase to proliferation, meaning starting to build again, to secretory phase, okay? Secretory phase occurs after she ovulates, okay? So that's under the influence of progesterone. So you have this secretory phase, and look how fluffy it's becoming and built up with a little glucose and more blood, little arteries is forming. Everything's forming, hoping an egg's going to be buried into that endometrial lining. So it's filled with nourishment right there. Okay. If by chance she doesn't get pregnant, let me see if they call this usually it's called a ischemic phase. Everything starts to break down. The endometrial line starts to break down, and then she gets her menses again. Okay, she bleeds again. Okay. All right, so that's the menstrual cycle. So the first half is the influence of FSH and estrogen. Then you have LH peaking, so that the egg pops out of the house. Yeah. And then it's under the influence pretty much of luteinizing hormone, LH, and progesterone after she ovulates. Okay, so the menstruation itself is expulsion of the inner uterine lining occurring monthly, marks the beginning and end of each menstrual cycle. The term menarche, have you learned that in health assessment, menarche? Did you have to do that? Okay, that's the first time a woman gets a period. So average age around 12. Okay. Menarche establishes the establishment of menstruation in females. Menopause, meaning your menstruation will pause, meaning you're not going to have your period anymore. It's an actual occurring cessation of regular menstrual cycles. We're not going to use it it's an average time. The frequency of menstruation can be anywhere from 21 to 36 days. Average is 28 days. Okay. So, and then here we go. This talks about what I just said to you about the different phases. The endometrial lining goes through proliferation, meaning that it's starting to grow again after the woman has a period. Secretory occurs after she ovulates. Ischemic is if she doesn't get pregnant, everything starts to break down, and then the menstrual phase is when she bleeds. Okay. Now, a woman reports that her menstrual period occurs every 28 days. The nurse would determine that ovulation in this woman would occur at which time. So, what was that? All right. So this is going to be a question on your test. Okay. And how you figure it out is this: when the woman gets her period, the first day of her menstrual cycle, first day she bleeds, okay, minus 14 days, okay, is when she ovulates. So if she has a 36-day cycle, meaning, the whole cycle, not that she bleeds for 36 days, but the whole occurrence of what's going on in the body is every 36 days. Okay? So when did she ovulate? Minus 14. Okay? So she ovulated on day 22. All right? You get that? So whenever she ovulates is usually, if she gets a period on day 36, minus 14. If she gets a period on every 28 days, 28 minus 14. So she ovulates at day 14. Okay, and this is a test question. So just remember, if it says a woman has a 22-day cycle, minus 14 is when she ovulates. Okay? So everything is minus 14. Again, this is a test question. Okay. So just keep you. Does everybody get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just to talk with you, I was looking at something that said I have a 30-day cycle, and I don't know if I'm pregnant. All right, this is how you do this. I'm telling you, okay, this is how you do it. Okay. So, last menstrual period, she says, was December 20th. Okay. So, I'm a couple days late. Okay. So, she had it on the 20th. So I'm sitting there, this is what I'm telling her what to do. I said, what's your cycle? Just 30 days. I said, so minus 14, okay, means on day 16th you would have ovulated, all right? So I said, let's see what day 16 is. And it turned out to be January 5th, right? So you figure her first day of her menstrual period was December 20th, okay? So if she wants to know when she's ovulating, she has a 30-day cycle, we go 30 minus 14, which makes it 16. So from the 20th 16 days later, because it's 31 days in December, would be the 5th, right? And I said, you can't do that. And she goes, okay. She went upstairs, she had a period. But I'm trying to explain to you how you can figure it out. Okay, so if you have a 30-day cycle, you ovulate minus 14 days, 16. Okay? So, if you want to get pregnant, that's what you do. If you don't,
No.
you abstain for a few days before
Fall
and
asleep.
after when you ovulate.
Huh?
The egg lives for about 24 hours. So once ovulation occurs, the egg is viable for 24 hours, meaning it can be fertilized. Okay. So the sperm can live up to anywhere from 48 to 72 hours. So if you have intercourse 2 days before you ovulate, there's a possibility you could get pregnant because the sperm can live up to 72 hours and the egg lives for 24. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things. The other thing in this chapter it mentions, some women will get, before they're, or when they ovulate, they actually feel like pain on one side or the other where the ovaries are located. Each month they could feel themselves ovulating. Not everybody. They might feel like a sharp pain on one side, right when you're supposed to be ovulating. And what they call that, in the textbook they have it in this chapter, is called middle schmerz. So it must be German or something, right? So like middle, it's schmerz, you know, it hurts. So in the middle of the cycle, you get a schmerz. Okay. So that's another way when women know that they're ovulating. The other thing is, under the influence of estrogen, which is in the first half of the cycle before you ovulate, okay, the woman's mucus in her cervix is thin. It becomes thin because of estrogen, okay? So that makes it friendly for sperm, all right? Once she ovulates, she's under the influence of progesterone, and it makes the mucus in the cervix thick and unfriendly. So she can't get pregnant at that point. So before she ovulates, it's estrogen, and it makes it thin and friendly, the mucus. She ovulates, and the body will naturally put out that progesterone and cause the mucus to become thick and unfriendly for sperm when you get pregnant. The other way you know that you are ovulating is that your temperature in the first half of the cycle is normal to low. You ovulate, and your temperature will go up a little bit and stay up until you get your period. Okay? So if a woman wants to know if she is ovulating, usually I'll tell her to get a calendar and a special thermometer, put it by her bedside, so every morning before she gets up and drinks anything or anything, she takes her temperature and she plots it on a graph to see what her temperature is each day. And if the temperature remained 98.6, let's say, the whole time, that meant she did not ovulate. Because once you ovulate, your temperature goes up. Okay? So if her temperature is 98.6 the whole 30 days, she didn't ovulate. If her temperature was, let's say, 96.8 the first half, and then went up to 96.9, she ovulated. Everybody get that? And that's under the influence of progesterone that makes the temperature rise. I know, you're all excited about this. I can tell. Okay. So when we have this here, a woman who has a 24-day cycle, minus 14, okay, day 14 is when she ovulates. So for a 28-day cycle, ovulation occurs usually on day 14. The proliferation phase starts on about day 5 of the menstrual cycle, okay, and lasts until ovulation. Then the secretory phase begins at ovulation to about 3 days before it has a period. Okay, and these are different hormones that are involved with the menstrual cycle. Okay, gonadotropin is put into the pituitary. Then from the pituitary, you have the follicle stimulating hormone and the luteinizing hormone. These other three, estrogen, progesterone, and prostaglandin, are from the ovaries or from the uterus, the west. Right? Okay, and this is that thing that I said is not right. Okay, what's not right in this is, you can even cross it out in your book, it's actually the follicle stimulating hormone rises and stimulates the follicle to produce estrogen. So this line right here is wrong. It should be FSH. Okay. And, And then as estrogen is produced by the follicle, estrogen levels rise, inhibiting the output of FSH. Okay. Again, okay, ovulation occurs after the LH surge. Okay, damages the resulting decline in estrogen. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay, so really it's just the first, this should be FSH and this should be FSH. Okay. And then we'll finish this chapter. We'll put with the guys because we know we need them to get pregnant. This is women's health. Okay. So with the male, the external male reproductive organs, the penis, organ of population, outlet for urine and sperm, the scrotum, which is the sac surrounding and protecting the testes. Climate control system for the testes is the sac. And there we go. So equal time for women and now for men. Okay. So okay, we have the scrotum, we have the penis shaft, and the glands of the penis. And when now this person is circumcised. Okay. So now that we just talked about the penis, the shaft, the scrotum on the external. The internal are in the man is testes, which produce sperm and estrogen. The ductal system, which is what's that? Oh, did I say that? Oh, sorry. Okay, testosterone. Okay, ductal system is the vas deferens, which will transport the sperm, the spermatic cord, and the urethra. Okay. And then we have accessory glands, the seminal vessels, and the prostate gland, and the guadalupe gland. And again, here's a picture. Okay. And we have the openings here. We have the this is here. The testes is there. And this is the prostate gland. Is the following statement true or false? The testes need a temperature that is warmer than body temperature for normal sperm development. Okay. False. Testes need to be slightly cooler than body temperature allowed for a normal sperm development. And again, it goes back to, when they say the guys wear the tighty whities, okay? That keeps the testes closer to the male's body, okay? So it's keeping the sperm and the testicles, everything warmer. So that the testicles need to be cooler to be able to produce the sperm. Okay. So cooler is better. Boxers, not please. Okay, and then we have the male, excitement, plateau, orgasm, and cigarette smoke. No. That's a machine. Roll over, go to that. Okay. That is their response. And that's the end of that chapter. So you want to take a 15-minute break, stand up and stretch.
What happened to Jackie? Boo?
She's in
Everybody
class.
sign their name on the
Tell her to come look at
What class is she in right now?
Yeah, I got it.
I forgot. I think like her psych class.
It's like 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, she's taking the psych minor, right?
Yeah.
So,
Close.
Needs to be, kept busy. Oh my god, my wisdom tooth are coming in.
I'm supposed to get mine out this winter break when my doctor's on vacation for like ever.
Well, you can't take them out now because you have
Yeah, exactly.
flies.
What?
My wisdom teeth are like killing me right now. I'm like dying.
Like your gums?
Yeah, but my gums are like swelling.
It's fine. Are they coming in straight though?
I don't know. It just hurt.
It's not that bad. I have 2 out. Third one is like halfway. Another one's like coming on.
No, it's just annoying. 'Cause, like,
Does it hurt?
yeah, yeah, it's like hurting right here, and then it's like my throat's like hurting.
Could be infected.
I'm dying.
Don't
guys.
tell her that.
No, I mean I had a slight infection a while ago. Cause like when it starts poking through,
No, if you don't take care of it, that's why. Because most people they like ignore it, but you still gotta brush that shit.
You just need to take like
No, when the other one was like
Advil or
poking
some shit.
through, I like gargled with salt and water like every night.
Yeah,
And then
that's
I
what-
had to like brush it like really good, so
salt and
That's
water.
how
is
it
just-
is, bro.
it was just annoying.
I just brush it. That's it.
For the pain, just take Advil or something. Anti-inflammatory.
Yeah.
Or was some
NSAIDs.
teeth hurt.
And set.
Not even.
Take an
I
ibuprofen.
don't want to die. I'm just kidding. I don't want to die. Not now.
Calm down. That's fine.
Papa Molly.
Pop.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Is this your phone? Is this an outer box?
An outer box.
What?
An outer box.
I said otter.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, if I throw it, and it doesn't.
I'll be highly upset.
If you threw it, he would throw you.
It's alright.
She would like that.
I'm like, yeah, I feel so close. I feel
It's
so
because you'd have to
close
pick her
you
up.
right
Wait, what? Yeah, exactly.
So it's like swoop. That moment of excitement.
Yo, Tim. How's your vacation, bro? Why'd you come back? Should have stayed there. Marry a girl. Marry someone.
Girlfriends?
I'm down. Let me just make a little bit of money first. You haven't cut here.
I know. Jason
Wow, did
slapped
you get into
me.
a fight
No.
with your sister?
Yeah, she did.
I
Did
don't
she
get.
really slap you? Is that
No,
really
my
what
I don't get in fights with my sister like that.
A lot.
happened? Yeah, that's right.
I'm
You're the passive
I'm
aggressive.
passive aggressive. I just stay quiet, and Jack will still be mad.
Complain.
Let her talk.
Jack Lou's the one crying. and it's
I'm like,
sad.
I didn't even
Jazz,
say
Jazz
anything
is
to
the one
you.
who like out of fucking nowhere freaks out after she's gone. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, Jasmine, she has an attitude. She instigates everything.
Yeah?
I never get into like a fist fight with Jack Lou. She knows better.
I didn't even touch
Right, she knows better.
She does know
Well,
better.
like you know better because you know you're gonna die.
No, I'm just passive aggressive. I hate fighting.
I'm in the
You're tiny, so you know you'll lose.
I win every
Jackie
battle.
Lou smacked Jackie Lou and she has a cut.
Really? That's what happened?
No, I said Kaden slapped me.
He didn't slap you?
Just kidding.
Yeah, I hate scanning Indian members in the gym.
Wait, what?
Because they always lose their membership cards. So you have to look up their name. And the way they say their name is like the weirdest shit. What? Oh no.
Yeah, this is fun.
She's gonna say something, Niles. She's gonna say,
Yeah, she's gonna point out the code. Watch out! Watch out for that.
There you go. There you go.
Watch out for that.
sister's a bitch.
Or your sister's here. Lauren. Say hi to your sister.
Just admit that you're attracted to my sister, Kevin.
How much are you using?
You're the one
That's very pretty.
Okay. Go ahead. Go say it. I don't give a
I think your sister's pretty. Does that bother you?
Doesn't bother me. at all.
What'd you tell him?
Huh?
Where'd you go?
He said, I think your sister's pretty. I just,
It's a compliment.
yo, my sister's so annoying. Every time I start a class, she has to be here and point me out.
That's so cute.
Remember she did that? She didn't do that for Metzger. She did that for
That's 'cause
Psych.
she-
She did that with Cahill.
She already pointed you out to them.
You're a dick.
Oh, she's telling me what to do.
Oh!
She's got you on a leash now.
Huh?
That's fucked up.
That was very fucked up.
Oh my god, you guys.
Beautiful thing.
What did he say? What did he say?
But,
What did Eric say?
nah, I can't tell you right now. It's so funny. No, it's because we're back in. like I was pissed. You know, John's like really into like stick to stick. With the benefit. So he's talking too much in the airport, and then Eric was like saying, "Oh, were you listening? Or where are you?" Yo, it's like, "Were you listening to the lecture?" I was like, "Now, before." And he was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo, I couldn't take those pictures, man." And I was like, "Why? It didn't bother me." He's like, "I don't know. It just looks disgusting all day." And then John was like, "He's like, I think they look nice." I'm like, what? They're like, "Oh, John." He's like, "Yeah, he's like,
Ken's laughing.
it's like they're beautiful. It's a beautiful thing." You know? I'm just like, "What the fuck, John?" He's just like, "What the fuck?"
It's kind of
He
weird.
just walked away. Like, it's beautiful. Really?
Weird.
Hangover cure. Steakhouse booze.
Huh?
No, what's the hangover cure? Arthur.
What?
Yeah.
It's fun. Hangover cure. Fun. You never had fun?
Vaginas are
Fun?
beautiful.
Like the Asian ramen and shit.
Guys like
Trust me,
You just
vaginas.
take 2 Advil and drink a bottle of water.
End of the semester. Dude, no.
Except at the last party, it's like 6 Advil by accident.
I was going to
I was so drunk, I was like,
Damn it.
Vaginas are awkward.
I keep calling him Kevin. What the hell?
my head hurts
Eric,
so bad.
I'm sorry. I keep calling you Kevin for some reason.
No, no.
My
I don't know what's going on.
pizza.
It's just today. It's just
Vaginas look better. I like to look at them.
No, it's not. Sometimes.
You see Jax when she was like mad pissed that she couldn't find her phone.
That's why I was like, I don't want to hold
Like-
this anymore.
I didn't realize how
You gave
pissed she
it
was
to me.
getting.
I
She
was
was
so
like,
scared holding it.
stop. You
I tried to give
it
it back to you, but one was like, don't be a pussy.
What?
Don't play with my phone. I'm not like Jackie. Lena's be like, guys. I'm gonna be like seriously pissed.
Oh man.
It's not even a video of you.
Guys,
it's
stop
a video of
playing
whatever
around.
is in front of you.
I was
You're
cold.
just
I was
walking
cold.
Yo, I didn't see Jason all break.
I was at
swear to
work.
God.
down. Yeah, you know what?
He's
I
sick.
don't know.
We called him
It was
yesterday.
All
scary.
break though?
You're the only one who responds.
No, this dude.
I know, right?
I don't know.
God,
He just doesn't
love you anymore.
He doesn't want to see me because I'm too pretty
I
for
only
him.
post like 6 Snapchats a day.
He wants me.
He loves you or
I'm in.
What?
Oh, okay. Go to
I don't know
rehab.
if it's an wait.
It's so fun.
Go to Snapchat
Oh.
rehab.
You want to come over?
Ken, you have a Snapchat?
Want to come over?
What?
You have a Snapchat?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll regret it. What's your name?
We got like random
Dude.
in the middle of the night.
I don't care.
No, I'm the most entertaining guy.
I don't know what my name
I haven't
is.
sent one in days though. Because I
Probably
wanted
just
to
Ken
use spray.
Christopher.
When did I get that one from you?
What's your name? You don't even know it?
I don't even know it.
I got one like January 23rd.
I'm on a little break.
I have you.
I don't have. Send me one. Send me one.
Oh my god.
Alright, here we go.
Oh, crap.
Send me one.
You're supposed to put it. No. Do not put it in Snapchat.
Send.
I do not appreciate
I don't have any Snapchats because no one likes me.
What? I always send you a Snapchat.
Jackie, you don't answer mine either.
I'm gonna
Snapchats.
Don't even start. I don't find any. Go on that you probably have.
I just sent the most awkward Snapchat.
I didn't get a notification.
Lauren's getting it. So.
I just
I'm gonna start sending you the most random shit.
All I know
I
is
swear.
my
I just
sister
said-
don't have her right.
I just sent the picture of Kevin's face to everybody that's live.
I sent a picture of
Are you saying that to my sister?
Oh, I don't know.
Because I don't have
Do the slide. Send the
Yeah.
slide.
probably That's not me.
a so mature.
Oh, holy.
I don't know what time. Why you check that?
Alright, let me check. What's your name? I'll add you. I did it through my phone numbers.
I thought I was supposed to get one from you. You saw how? Watch. I got you.
Do you know your name?
I need to get me some
Shower
medication
Send me a
right
picture
now.
of
Watch this.
yours.
Oh, let's go.
I think I don't have it.
Videos are the best ones.
No, because then you have to turn the volume on.
Yo, was it
Wait, it has volume too? Wait, the videos have volume too?
Yeah,
you sent me a video
Oh
of
man.
Christmas singing?
I thought it. Oh, okay.
it just automatically records it.
Mine is J-List and C0 instead of RC. Yeah, I know, because the O's were taken.
Wait, J words.
But they're zeros and not O's.
Ken. J Woods 2 zeros. DS. That's it.
I thought as long as you have them in your contacts. Yo.
Yeah,
As long,
that's it.
yeah.
I'll send you a sample.
Why so far?
I don't really have any contact.
Oh, this one's Jack. Period.
Yo, they're still outside. It's so
One
annoying.
person has like 50 by Snapchats.
It was saying Snapchat to some random ass person.
He's like, oh boy. Oh damn, it's still. Shit.
I'm gonna add every single person to my contact list. and send
I'm
them
still
all.
recording. Oh, this is dumb. Oh shit, nice one.
Great, you're gonna get all my unknown.
Sent a new one.
Oh, Eric. Yes, I took a picture of it. I gotta stop recording.